What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? As usual, hope we're doing well. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dude. Haha. Yeah, so it's Wednesday night. We're doing our usual Wednesday stream, and tonight we're gonna be playing some AoE. It's gonna be an AoE marathon, basically. It's been a while since I've just played AoE on a stream, and we'll get to that at about the 20-minute mark. I'll say maybe the 25-minute mark. I am gonna do my usual sit here and just talk to whoever happens to pop in thing. I gotta do a couple of things real quick. I'm just kind of finishing up here. Um, oh, sorry. One moment, please. Um, oh, duh. There we go on that. Got to pull one thing up. Actually, gonna pull two things up here. I'm gonna show you guys something that I'm working on a little bit. Just to show you what I'm up to in terms of working on stuff. But first, I gotta figure something out really quickly. Damn. Sorry, I'm like sorry, I'm like I'm fucking sitting here. I'm collecting myself. I'm getting myself together as the stream started. Uh Trish Trish is chopped. I don't know why she got that haircut and put the nose ring back in. Not to be a gay fashion person. I mean, I haven't seen Trish in a little bit. I do happen to think Trish is a very attractive girl. I'll be honest with you, she is kind of right up my alley in terms of the jungle Asian thing. If I'm being 100% honest with you, kind of got a thing for them. But I'm sure she looks fine. I'm sure she looks fine. I shouldn't even be doing this right now. It's kind of like, I consider Trish to be a friend. I shouldn't be fucking sitting here like, oh yeah, let's rate her looks. But Trishia, Militia, um, I think she looks all right. This is my room, whatever. Yeah, I don't think she looks bad. I mean, yeah, I am not a fan of any kind of nose ring except for those little studs right here. I'm okay with those, but yeah, like I'm definitely not a fan of the nose ring. But I will say I don't mind her haircut. I don't think her haircut's bad or anything like that. I dig it. I dig it. Oh, excuse me. She's oh man, bonjour skeet. Bonjour, Skeet. What the fuck? Where's the AOE? Don't you worry, David Hideo. It's coming. It's coming. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of doing something else as well. Yeah, but this AOE stream is something that I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do for the Friday stream as well because I want to make sure that I do good things for the Friday stream, right? I'm also trying to get back on the fish tank site. There is some kind of issue when I try and stream on the fish tank site. I guess I'm not the only one that had that issue. I'm hoping that they will fix it soon, although I guarantee you it's probably not their highest priority, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. But I mean, I understand they got better things to do than to make sure I can stream. Because I want to do special things on there that I could not do on YouTube. I'd love to listen to music with you guys. I'd love to watch like stuff with you guys. I was thinking about watching Murdoch, which is the most like dumbass 2016 thing you could do, but like there's a I you see here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Now, the thing to be in 2016 and 2017 was either alt-right or like some kind of civic nationalist, like forever Trumper, if you will. I was neither of those. I wasn't, the opposite of that, obviously. I was involved in right wing politics, but the thing is, like, I missed out. I missed out on a lot of shit that was going on the internet at that time, and Murdoch is one of them. So because of that, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I should just watch it back. Maybe it'll be a fun watch. Maybe I can watch it with you guys, you know? Because truthfully, I don't know that I would ever seek out something like that just on my own. I know where to find like the episodes and things like that, but um, it's not like a high priority thing for me. So it's like to do it on a stream. It's like, well, I guess I could. I might as well. Why not? Why not? Oh yeah, I'm trying to do one more thing. Speaking of that era, though, I am continuing to work on my hold on one sec. Sorry, uh, um, uh, uh, um, uh. Oh yeah, duh. One moment. Sorry, I gotta show this in my Discord. Even though nobody is in my Discord anymore anyway. Like my Discord has been dead. My Discord was dead from the moment I made it. It was more so something that I could use to let people call in to the channel. It was more so that than it was like a place to hang out. I know what goes on Discord, and I don't want to be too close to that kind of bullshit. I'm not interested in being having one of those things. But anyway, yeah. So I was I'm still trying to organize everything, right? I'm still trying to organize. I'm still trying to organize videos and things like that for my activism series, right? I'm kind of figuring out how I'm going to do them, how I'm going to tell certain stories, which stories I'm going to tell in the first place. And the next video that I plan on making, and I might just release this to the channel as well, but I'm not 100% sure. I might not. We'll see. The next one is going to be groups, basically all the groups that mattered to me or just mattered in general back then, because there were a lot of different political groups that formed. And as someone who even before I got involved in activism, I was always kind of interested in gangs. It was like a weird autistic fixation of mine. I would just like soak up all the info I could about them like a sponge. Um, like the same thing happened. The same thing happened with this. Like everything I've written thus far, which is not a lot, as you can see. There's a lot of shit. Everything I've written thus far has been off the top of my head. Like American Guard, you guys probably don't even know who the hell these guys are. Their leader was a guy. He was a former member of the Vinlanders Social Club. That was a skinhead group, a white nationalist skinhead group, pro-white skinhead group, whatever you would call it. And he basically did a civic turn, meaning like he gave up the whole ethno nationalism and he decided that he'd become a civic nationalist, right? For instance, American Guard leader Brian the Butcher James. I'm pretty. Although now that I think of it, I feel like this name may not be 100% accurate. This one right here. I know the actual name is accurate, Brian James, but I forget if that's his nickname. Politics, center right, civic nationalist, constitutionalist. Motto: "Come and take it." That was on their coat of arms, so that's where I got that from. You don't want to be a Discord mod. I get it's not something someone should aspire to. Yeah. It's more that I just don't want weirdos hanging around in a server that I own doing shit that would like get them in trouble, and then people would be like, "Hey, what about that server they were posting that shit in?" But yeah, Founded by founded by former members of the pro-white skinhead group, the Vinlanders Social Club, this group laid down their ethno-nationalist leanings in favor of civic nationalism. Mainly situated in the Midwestern United States, they had chapters and members in other areas. They were known to stand side by side with the Proud Boys, but they were not official members, and many who were turned away from the Proud Boys would join the American Guard. This is like boomer Proud Boys, essentially. This is like boomer slash trailer park Proud Boys is what the American Guard was. Antifa, I didn't write anything for them yet, but obviously they don't have a leader. They don't really have a motto necessarily. Anarchism, communism, broadly Marxist. Atomwaffen Division in the base. I'm not sure if I'm going to put these in. I never had dealings with these guys. I made sure I stayed away from that shit. But like because they were big parts of the political sphere, specifically the extreme end of like the movement, if you will. I feel like I might put them in, but I'm also like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about these guys, if I'm being completely honest with you. I know the history of these guys. I know quite a bit about them, right? And as well as these guys, I know quite a bit about them as well. But it's like, I don't know if I want to talk about them. Boston Free Speech leader, NA. We didn't have leaders like that. We didn't have leaders, free speech absolutism. That was literally it. There was no other like political thing that we believed. Motto: all speech is free speech, no face, just message. Um, what's it called? Identity Europa and the American Identity Movement. This one's gonna be a fun one because I don't know if you guys remember Moldy Locks when that happened. Um, Letty is the secret mastermind of Antifa. That's why we were beefing. That's why we were beefing. That's why. Um, are there any big examples of multi-ethnic gangs? Hmm. That's a good question. That is a good question. At this point, many gangs will take just about anybody, but like it also like I could go out to California. I could spend like a month or two there. They're not just gonna let me into their set. They're not gonna validate me. That's like a prison term, but like they're not gonna they're not gonna almost they're not gonna let me join their little thing because I'm not actually like on the set like that. Even though I'm like staying there for a month or two, they'd be like, "Nah, this guy's a tourist. He's gonna leave." Even if he comes back for a couple of months every year, it's like, "Nah, we don't know him like that. We don't trust him like that." That's the thing about a lot of gangs is that um they're so disorganized, right? That like it's tough for you to break into them if you're not from the area. And the thing is, like, people tend to live in the same areas as each other, meaning, like, if you're black, you're probably going to live around black people. If you're white, you're probably going to live around white people. Even if you have a town that is like kind of it's kind of mixed, right? You're gonna see like there ends up kind of becoming like a black part of town in some cases, and then a white part of town. That's how it is in cities and shit like that. Um, so it's like when it comes to multi-ethnic gangs, like a lot, like there's white bloods, there's white Crips now. There's Latino bloods and Crips. There's what's it called? There's Asian. There's Native American bloods and Crips and shit like that. And there's also like all these other gangs that you probably haven't even heard of. But like when it comes to a gang that is specifically multi-ethnic, like it was set up that way, it's like, huh, that's kind of a head scratcher if we're being honest here. One thing you could say is that there's collectives of these gangs, right? And this to my understanding was like a Chicago thing, or really just a Midwest thing. Like you're not gonna see Crips out in New England repping like Folk Nation and shit like that. That's not part of the culture out here, or even in like South Central Los Angeles or anything like that. But you had a collective known as Folk Nation, which was like the Crips. I don't think the Latin Kings were a part of that. I think they were a part of the other collective that was known as the People's Nation. You had groups that were like in both, where it's like you might have the Simon City Royals, which was like a white gang, literally a white gang from Chicago. And they might be cool with like they might be cool with like the Crips because it's all Folk Nation, you know. Or like you have the Almighty Gaylords, right? Which again another white gang from Chicago. And yes, that's their real name. The Gaylords, excuse me. Um, like they might be cool with like the Bloods or something like that. Again, like I'm forgetting exactly who is in what because it's like whatever. I mean, all of this info is useless info anyway, but this is my cartoons and show tunes. If I'm being completely honest with you, this is my cartoons and show tunes. Is what it is. Um, but yeah, like it's I'm sure there's something around somewhere. You know, if you were a cult leader, what would you name it? I was thinking about that earlier. I'd call it the mainframe, right? And I was thinking about that because I was actually every now and again I go on a kick, right? Sometimes that kick is like Skyrim lore, specifically like I'll be working and I'll have an earbud in and I'll need slop content to keep me going, to keep me going. And the the slop content that I'm consuming now is ONA stuff again. I'm listening to like podcasts and stuff like that talking about Order of Nine Angles, and it's talking about like, oh, like they wanted to do this and that and this and that, and I was like, oh, you know what'd be a good setup for that, dude? If they like if they had this and they called it that, just like me mind wandering during work, just like not like just trying to distract myself while I'm listening to my slop content, because it's not just enough to have the slop content, I also have to distract myself. But yeah, anyway, um tell us stories about Arya and his Proud Boy days, American history, X curb stomping people. Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest with you, the Proud Boys were a non-entity in New England. There were some, there were some, there were some prolific or influential Proud Boys in New England, but the Proud Boys in and of themselves were not like they were a non-factor. They got into like one scrap, and that was only after we had to protect people that they refused to protect. If I'm just being completely honest with you, and we had one Proud Boy with us that day. He's actually a dude who's kind of high up in the org now. Um, and Arie wasn't with us that day. He couldn't make it that day, but we had to protect people from like a giant swarm of fucking like left wing terrorists and things like that, you know? And then after the Proud Boys were like, oh, there's fighting? Okay, I guess. Then they decided they would start showing up to shit, you know? Um, but yeah, it was just foolish, you know. Gangs are kind of in the past nowadays. Everyone just wants to be a thug by themselves, but there's a few gangs left in different cities. Well, yeah, it's like Chicago, right? Like again, the slop content that I was watching in like June, maybe even early July, was Chicago gang beef shit, because I got curious about this King Vaughn guy. I was like, oh, what's the deal with that guy? I want to know all about like why everybody loves the fuck out of that guy. Scumbag, piece of shit. Definitely a guy that you could not say did not deserve to die. But hey, whatever. Um, and like the way it's set up, it's literally just by neighborhood, and not like neighborhood like, oh, this side is the black disciple side, and that side is the gangster disciple side. No, it's like literally like you'll have black disciples and gangster disciples, you'll have black pea stones all in the same neighborhood, and they'll just be cool with each other so long as nobody is like too disrespectful. And another neighborhood that also has black disciples, gangster disciples, and black pea stones will beef with your neighborhood. That's literally O Block and Tukaville, you know. Um, so that's like a really weird thing. It's like almost like a transitory phase where the OGs from all these gangs, they're trying to hold on, so they keep on recruiting dudes, but those dudes are just like, yeah, but I mean, I'm from O Block, so I I don't give a fuck that that's a black disciple and I'm a gangster disciple now. Fucking, I'm doing my thing, Um, it's sort of interesting to see, Um, and it's especially dangerous because like before, right? This is a very dangerous thing because before it was kind of understood that there was a distinction between gang member and what they would call civilian, really just a regular person, a law-abiding, not piece of shit person, but they would refer to them as a civilian. There used to be a distinction. There was a line, and not a fine one, a big one, a big line between gangster and civilian. And now with the blurring of that line, now that gangs are not as big of a thing, you're seeing more and more people who would just be regular everyday people. It's a lot easier for them to get wrapped up in that because it's not just like, oh hey, I've decided I want to be a part of the whatever, the Avalon Crips. You know, oh, over in LA, they still have a big. It's still a big thing over there. Like, you know, you are part of a gang if you're gonna be a gang member in LA, right? But, well, of course, if you're a gang member in LA, you know what I mean. It's also like it's a fuck. I literally just lost my train of thought. Fuck. I was talking about how um oh yeah. It's not just that you're a part of like the Avalon Crips if you're over in LA, right? It's literally that you are from Avalon, so you're gonna get shot at, you might as well shoot back. That's literally the way it goes. So now you have all these kids who um like a lot of them, I won't say most of them, but a lot of them would have never like if there was a clear distinction between if there was a clear distinction between gang member and um like civilian, they probably would have stuck closer to that civilian side. But since it's now becoming, especially because of drill and you know what goes on in Chicago, now it's becoming, hey, that guy's from that neighborhood, let's fucking shoot at him. Now it's since it's become that, it's like, oh well, you know, like everybody's in on it now. You know, if it makes sense what I'm trying to say, I'm kind of bungling that point. I didn't expect to go this deep into like gangs in America and things like that, you know, specifically modern gangs. But like this is part of the reason why um, this is part of the reason why it's so bad in New England is because like people are moving and they don't even have to be like part of a gang or like affiliated or anything like that. There's just kind of an understanding that like, nah, man, nah, I'm gonna fucking fight anybody who fucks with me. You know, you have dudes that like they're not even in criminal activity like that. Maybe they will be someday. A lot of the time they will be, but they aren't even in criminal activity like that right now. It's literally just like, nah, because that's just what I do is I try and hurt people because that's what you're supposed to do because I'm from this set or whatever, you know, this block, this whatever. Um, I think that Scott could have been a higher up in the Winter Hill gang during the 80s. Shit, I don't know. You see the thing is right. My personality, and you can ask Arie. Like I did not help to found BFS, but I was a very well respected member very quickly. Um, like it wouldn't like if I was into criminal activity like that, it wouldn't surprise me if that's where I was if I was born at the right time. Honestly, you know. Um, Opie Slop, Bobo Maxing, Skibbity Lady D says Bonjour Skeet, Jim Norton, Risen, Livy Dunn. Oh fuck, Tukaville, LMAO. Never thought I'd hear that coming from Scott's mouth. Yeah, yeah. Fuck him. Have you listened to much Chicago drill? I've been listening to Rondo number nine lately. He's very chopped, but his music is good. Nah, I typically don't listen to hip hop lately. I do like hip hop in moderation, but when I say moderation, I mean like I can't remember the last. No, I do remember the last time I listened to hip hop, and I actually listened to some what's his face King Von. I actually listened to some King Von. Um, but it's just like I've gotten sick of aggressive music. Not all aggressive music. I can still listen to rap and metal and stuff like that, obviously. But I don't even listen to metal the way that I used to. I listen to metal more than I listen to rap. But like, it's just like I'm just not as into it as I used to be. You know. Um, I think people who feel powerless are given to displays, and I think that listening to music like that a lot of the time is it's a powerless display. Um, I think like that's part of the reason why new metal and a lot of different kinds of metal kind of shit the bed and like went out of style in the late 2000s is because eventually people started realizing like, oh, these guys aren't tough, They won't even act on their anger. They're just fucking crying. Like every fucking every metal song was about like a woman, you know? And it was just like, that bitch cheated! I'm so sad! Oh. She made me watch! Oh. Oh, she made me watch it fuck! It's like it like literally like that was every fucking metal song. You may not realize it, but if you listen close and if you read the lyrics, you realize like, oh, this guy is a cuckold. This 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 guy got cheated on and he made a song about it, and now that's his whole personality is that he sings like this. Oh, it's like, oh fuck, you know. Uh, the biggest gang war of all time is Autobots and Decepticons. Hell yeah. Oh man, but geez, I feel my throat getting hoarse from doing that. But yeah, like I'm not given to displays of anger or violence or anything like that. You know, I'm much more acquainted with violence on a personal level now. I understand what it is in a way that a lot of people don't. And I'm not saying that like every MMA guy is like that. Like that's not what I'm saying. But then again, a lot of people to a lot of people, MMA just is a sport. It's just a sport, and that's it. You don't think about it anymore. It's just, yeah, no, we're just athletes. We're just doing a sport, you know. That's what MMA is to a lot of people. To me, it's something a little bit deeper. So I do a lot of thinking about like what we're involved in and what we're doing and why we're doing it and stuff like that, you know. So like, that's how like MMA, and then in addition to that, like some of the experiences that I had in activism, it kind of taught me like to view violence a certain way, and because of that, like I am not given to like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, bitch! How dare you cheat on me? Like that type of shit, you know? Um, or like, hey, yo, I shot that, you know, like it's just not that. It's just not appealing to me in that way, you know. Is the way that I would blah 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 the way that I would put it. But anyway, Iron Front USA. This is an interesting group to me because I mean, you know what? Fuck it. I'll show you Iron Front. I'll show you Iron Front. I actually have a funny story about I actually have a funny story about them that I'm not 100% sure I want to tell right now. Yes. So this was interesting to me, right? The first time I ever saw these guys was actually in person, and I thought they were Patriot Front pretending to be commies. As you can see, they have a very Americana aesthetic. They have the three arrows down. That was from the original Iron Front organization in, I believe it was Germany. I could be wrong about that, but it was European. And the three arrows down are supposed to be down with fascism, down with not anarchy, what the fuck, monarchy, and down with communism. Down with communism. This was actually an organization that was much more like moderate, I guess you could say, compared to a lot of the other groups that existed in Europe at that point. You know, as you can see, the American Iron Front is an anti-fascist, anti-authoritarian activist network. Now, before you get all hype at the idea of like, oh, I thought that was a real person for a second, but you can tell that's not, you know, what's it called? Like, this is it's literally just like, oh, I want to be like, I want to be Antifa, but I don't hate America. That's literally all this is, you know. I do find them to be interesting. Um, but like, you know, that's just what they are. You know, and then of course, oh yeah, Identity Europa and American Identity Movement. The leader of IE, the leader of the leader of Identity Europa, actually punched a woman at a rally. That was Moldy Locks. The leader of this group punched that chick with the fucking dreads and stuff like that. The one that was like carrying a bottle with a firework in it to literally make an improvised explosive device that she could throw at people. Yeah, she got fucked up. But anyway, Iron Front USA leader. NA, although I have a feeling they probably have a leader or leaders. I just never learned who that was. So maybe I should change that to unknown. Neoliberal is a good way to put them. Patriotism, not nationalism. And this is the best part. Founded by Redditors. I should just delete the rest of this. I think that's enough. This collective of left-wing activists is spread around the nation, but their most active hive is that of their members in the Maryland area. They were a mostly online group and still have an active subreddit. Their most notable real-world activity was their attendance at the counter-demonstration to the Super Happy Fun America Straight Pride Parade. That was a thing in August of 2019. John Brown Gun Club, Redneck Revolt. I think I'm going to change this to militias, left-wing militias specifically. Leader, NA, politics, anarchism, communism, broadly Marxist. The John Brown Gun Club as well as Redneck Revolt are two organizations that were similar enough to be confused regularly, as well as grouped together in this dossier. You could file them along with other groups like the Socialist Rifle Association under the left-wing militia umbrella, while John Brown Gun Club still claims to have membership and activity in places like Connecticut. I didn't know you spell Connecticut like this. I think I was spelling Connecticut wrong the entire time. I didn't know there was a fucking C in the middle of there. I didn't know there was a C in the middle of there. It is either just a social media presence with no actual real world activity, or it is so small it is practically non-existent. Redneck Revolt dissolved due to infighting. I believe there was actually rape accusations, if I remember correctly, that caused Redneck Revolt to dissolve. The Manor Bund. This is one nobody knows about. Literally nobody knows about this one. Leader, unknown. Politics, third position. I met the leader. We met the leader. We just don't remember his name. We don't remember his name. The Manor Bund was a secret fraternal organization that was not given a public displays in the way many other groups in this list were. They did not partake in publicly facing activism in any form. The most notable thing they did, which they often do not get credit for, is for writing and performing the song "By God We'll Have Our Home Again." I believe that was the name of the song. I gotta check that out. Which would become an anthem for many different right-wing groups. I only know about this group. This is kind of an editorial for me. I only know about this group because they revealed themselves to my group as a means of working together and possibly recruiting us. We did not join up with them. Eventually, they dissolved due to unknown reasons. National Lawyers Guild, leader, actually not sure about this. They do have a leader. Politics, neoliberal, center-left. The National Lawyers Guild, or NLG, was a group of attorneys and volunteers who were dedicated to providing legal representation to activists who were arrested at protests or riots. They claimed to be a politically unaffiliated organization, but the people who worked with the group, who were known for wearing their neon green or yellow hats, were typically far-left ideologues, and you would never see any of them working with any group or movement that was left of the Democrat Party. The NLG is one of the big reasons why Antifa would get away with committing heinous crimes. This is why Antifa would always get off, because they would have free lawyers. And I know these guys definitely were not working for free, right? These guys most certainly were not working for free. But there was funding that was able to be used to pay them to represent whoever pro bono, and that's why so many Antifa people, even though they'd like break windows and hurt people and stuff like that, they'd get off basically scot-free, because they would end up in situations where they'd have free legal defenses, plus the way that Antifa works in the first place. New Jersey European Heritage Association. I have to double check on the name. I got to be honest with you. Leader, unknown, politics, fascism, Oath Keepers, and 3%ers. I'm going to change this one to right-wing militias. Patriot Front. People think these guys are feds. They're not. Are they infiltrated? Probably. They're not feds though. Patriot Prayer, the Proud Boys, Rise Above Movement, Resist Marxism. This was our sister group in a certain sense, though we stopped working with them eventually because they were fucking cringe. And then there's a group called Revolt Through Tradition. as well. What's going on, Michael Miller? But yeah, so now that I'm done boring you guys with that, giving you a sneak peek of what's to come with that activism thing, I figure I will. Oh, wait a second. Let's start up Steam too. There we go. I figure it's about time to actually get to the AoE and the AoE stream. What's important to me is that we're having fun and that we're having good conversations and we're talking about fun shit. That's what's important to me. So, um, oh, all right. Fucking Mongolia. What the? I don't even like the look of that. Nah, man. Oh, dude, fuck that. Fuck that. Damn. These fucking suck, dude. These maps suck ass, bro. Scott's high school report project might as well be. Might as well fucking be. Shit. We're just awaiting. We're just awaiting for what is most likely going to be a dog shit map. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. All right. Let's see if we can't. See if we can't do it up. Yo, what's going on, Arthur Morgan? Long time no see. How you doing, man? How's how's life fighting for Israel? Oh, fuck, dude. I didn't actually oh damn. Ah, fuck. I didn't pick my Civ. Luckily Spanish or gunpowder, so I mean yes, I'm Spanish. I'm a fucking Spaniard. No, I'm Portuguese actually. You'd think I'd recognize the language my wife speaks by now. Uh, uh anyway, I kind of like Portuguese a little bit better than Spanish because when you really group up those organ guns, they get fucking ridiculous, dude. They get insanely ridiculous. AoE, but with all the gangs from your document. They weren't gangs. They were political organizations. Okay, it's different. It's different. But yeah, like a couple of days ago, I think it was Monday. If not, it was yesterday. I, I fucking forget, but it was the 8th anniversary of the what we called the 45K rally. I only knew because Aria made a post about it. You can check his Twitter and you can see that post. Um, like he had a really shitty time. I had what you could call a good time, I guess. But that's because I was not cooped up in a bunch of I was not cooped up in a bunch of I was not cooped up in a paddy wagon. But like I think compared to most of the guys that were in our group, if not all of them, I'm probably the only one who has a positive outlook on what happened. I think genuinely I'm the only one who looks back at that with a sense of longing for everything that was. Um, and I think the reason why, if I'm being 100% honest with you, is because a lot of the guys didn't approach it with the right state of mind, and that's not their fault. Everybody was trying to get something out of it. Like, it's just like what I was trying to get out of it was a little bit different. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I wanted to change the world and stuff like that, but, like, I wasn't such an ideologue that I opened myself up to, like, stupid shit, like some of the other guys that did. But then, in addition to that, like, I was able to utilize it because of the mindset that I had. And I'm gonna bungle this because, of course, I'm playing AoE, which means I'm gonna not only play AoE poorly, but I'm also gonna explain this poorly, because that's just how it goes when I play AoE and try and talk. But um, I was able to utilize it as a means to improve myself. You know, I was able to approach it from a place of learning a bunch of different things. Not just like the rote memorization of useless facts about different groups and people, but like kind of an understanding of myself and how I operate under pressure. Um, my intellect insofar as like not getting burned and stuff like that. Um, I did a really good job of avoiding people that were not good. And if somebody was not good and I was not able to avoid them, I did a really good job of not allowing them to like rope me into some stupid shit, and that's what happened with a lot of guys. Um, Not everybody out made it whole. There are people that lost out on money, people that lost out on like not having a criminal record, you know. And the crazy thing is, we never like again. You can ask Aria. We never did anything illegal, but that's just the nature of when you're a dissident. Is there's going to be some kind of bullshit with some cop and some politician who wants to try and fuck you. So they invent a reason to arrest you and shit like that. Um, but that was my um I talk every now and again. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I talk every now and again about a young man's need for adventure and a young man's need to prove himself. And it's really hard to find that today because a lot of the things that a young man could do are now illegal. You're simply not allowed to do it. Or it's simply not worth it. It's just not worth it to do, you know? Um like yeah, sure, war, okay, cool, but like I don't know that I want to like if Ukraine is not something I personally would want to fight in myself, you know? Like just as an example, you know? And then there's plenty of other wars that could happen anytime that I'm just like, nah, I don't think that's a good reason for me to go kill somebody or be killed, you know? But like activism was my adventure. Activism was my I had to stand up. I had to stand up. I had to face off against an enemy, and there was something to lose. Not just like, oh darn, I embarrassed myself in the school in front of the bully. Literally, like I could have like bad things could have happened. And I think that's an important piece. I think that's an important piece of where's he at? There he is. I think that's an important piece of development for a young man. I think it's probably one of the most important pieces of development is that you go out on your own and you do something that is like radical in that way, where it's like most people wouldn't even understand it, or if they do understand it, they have a bad understanding of it, and it oh jeez, oh no, he's a little bit ahead of me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. How's life as the world's saltiest Bostonian? Dude, it's only getting saltier, honestly, bro. I said I wouldn't want to join the military, but I'm at that point now where it's like, I don't know, man. I might have to be that 30-year-old at basic training. That guy that all the 18-year-olds are like, what's this guy fucking doing here? No, but like it was oh, good. All right. It was character building is what I'm saying, you know. It was a character building experience. I ended up better off after it, if I'm being completely honest here. And there's a piece of me that kind of feels bad about that, but, it is what it is. Like, I'm glad Aria is doing okay enough. I know that he's not where he wants to be in life, but he, oh. Dude, if I was healthy and male, I'd join the military, not gonna lie. Can't you get a decent paying job in some of those fields? I don't know, maybe, but the trade-off is you have to sacrifice 4 years of your life, and you might have to go die you might have to go die for Ukraine, is what it is, because it's or who are the boomers saying controls our politics now? Who are the boomers saying controls everything now? There's what stand-in are the boomers claiming? Ah, there we go. Yes. You know what? Go there. You go there. You guys get your asses over there. I need to build a castle ASAP, but I'm not going to be able to because I don't have enough stone, and I'm not going to have enough stone. That sucks. But oh well, what you gonna do? Yes. So there, there, and then get your done. Oh fuck! Damn, I forgot to go +2. I know people in the military, and it seems like it fucks you up a lot. If you have any talent whatsoever, it would be a better use of your time to pursue that. And that's kind of what I'm saying. That's kind of what I'm saying is like, I don't want to be in a situation where I have to go fight in a war because I signed up during peacetime, hoping that it would improve my lot in life. In addition to that, I'm a little old to be going into boot camp and getting screamed at by a dude that I could beat the fuck out of who's also my age, you know? It's like if I was 18, imagine, I'm 18 years old, right? Like, okay, fine, whatever, I boxed, I wrestled, cool, whatever. But this guy is older than me. So it's like, well, I can square that circle inside of my mind, The circle that I cannot fucking square is when, like, this dude is, like, 30, 31. I would have been in high school with him, and he's seriously trying to sit here and be like, do the proper push-up! Why is your uniform out of order? Oh yes, silly me. I'm just a silly boy. I done goofed. Alright, so, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send him over here. See, we're just close enough in score right now that I'm not too worried, but I am worried enough, Specifically around here. I don't want to walk into a castle and all of a sudden I have to be on the defensive. That would be the most annoying fucking thing. You see what I'm talking about? Actually, no, fuck that. You guys can go here. Yes. You fucking idiot. You are going to build this. So that way he's got something that, yeah, like it's not great to have to deal with, but also I'm gonna nail him as soon as he tries to send him that way, Let's go this way, and then you will go this way, and then you will go this way, and then that way. Whoa, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Alright, and then let's see if I can't... See, what I want to do is, yeah, you see I need 50 gold. Let's see if I can't squeeze that out. Alright. So... Once I research fletching, I should be right on top of them as to where I can start blasting them with my own castle. And then what I'm hoping is I'll be able to batter that castle down at some point soon. Yes. It's exactly what I was hoping. That's exactly what I was fucking hoping, was that I'd be able to blast this motherfucker. Just really nail his ass. I also, because I'm not playing Celts, I don't have any infantry or anything like that. I don't even know what goes good with the Portuguese, if I'm being honest with you, you know? So... Scene. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, 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 hey. Where do you think you're going, you fucking idiot? Right into the clutches of the enemy? You know what? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Hoping he doesn't notice that these things are being taken right away from him. He does. He does. He knows. Ah, damn it. Alright. I'm gonna take a chance here. Oh, no. Ooh, that's not great. That's not necessarily great. That's okay. In that case, get your ass back over there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright. Huh. Alright, so I got enough of those guys to feel a little bit safe right now, although I'm not exactly happy as fuck about it. He doesn't have tons of conquistadors, although he is ahead of me. He is ahead of me, and that's not necessarily the best. You bastard. Oh, what the fuck? What's going on? Oh. Oh, come on, tell me I'm up. Ah, damn it. He's gonna use that to get this bad Larry right here too, I guarantee it. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh, oh. I'm good though. Alright, I'm good on that front, so. So what I have to do is try my best to get my ah, man. You know, I'm gonna keep 2 of these guys here. Oh, what? Oh, no. Silly me. I should have known he was gonna do that. Let him go here. So what I'm going to try my best to do, it's not going to work that well, I guarantee you, but I'm just kind of trying to keep them off balance to the best of my ability while I get my Vil count up. For one thing, you guys got to get your asses... Oh, no, no. Sing. Sing. That's what I'm going to do. Now, you know what I have to do, actually. You know what I have to do, except... You fucking... Wow. Wow, okay. Damn. That was fucking stupid. Alright. Yeah. Not great. Not great, that's for sure. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna build him here. Yeah. Yeah, this ain't good. If I had Celts, I would have fucking beat the fuck out of this guy, because there would have been nothing he could have done in the time that I would have been able to get my shit together. I'm not even saying it's over. It's just definitely not going the way that I need it to, you know? Home loans with almost zero interest, cheap healthcare, schooling, cheap auto insurance, cheap life insurance, and if I do my medical records correct, I can leave with disability. Oh, that's good. You know, I mean, there's definitely upsides. You know, no one can say that it's all downsides. You know. Uh, he's gonna try and build a castle right around here. I saw him. I fucking saw his dumbass. It's gonna be somewhere around here. I know. Up. There it is. Yeah. Ah, you fucking... Oh. Alright, fuck it. Alright, I'm gonna call that one a warm-up because I completely fucked up and I forgot to choose my civ. I don't know how to... I don't know how to, I don't know how to fucking, I don't know how to play the Portuguese like that, you know? I can play Teutons, I can play Celts, you know? And you get one free non-service related cosmetic or corrective surgery. Gonna try and have them fix my fucked up feet. How they gonna do that? They're gonna are you doing Chinese foot binding? Are you about to do some fucking foot binding, Arthur? Actually, hold on. I won't. You know what? I won't call that. I won't call that a. I won't call that a practice round. Where is it? No. There we go. And then is it? Oh, oh. Oh, and one. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're 0 and 1 on the day. We're 0 and 1 on the day right now. I'll call it 0 and 1 because I should have picked my civ. That's the thing that I always do. You know, is I always make sure I pick my civ. So that's my fault. But it like AoE is a game that I'm really competitive at. And if there's one thing that boils my blood, it's bullshit losses like that. It's like it's one thing if some guy is like a bitch and he wins in like a bullshit way, like he tower rushes in feudal or something like that. Um like some bullshit way like that. It's like, all right, fucking whatever. You know, that's annoying. I don't think people should be able to do that, but whatever, they can. If there's one thing I absolutely cannot stand, it's when it's like, oh no, I would have beat that guy, and I know I would have beat that guy. Fucking. But instead, I forgot to pick my fucking civ, you know? Um the military will pay for silly billies to get top surgery, yes. Apparently. Apparently, you know, not that they're allowed in right now. Not that they're allowed in. All right. Sorry, I'm just checking Twitter right now. Uh, Apparently, I'm not shadow banned anymore, but also I don't see how I'm not getting more shit. Like now, and of course, the one that I fuck up, the one that I fuck up is the one that I actually wanted to get, which is Arena. You know, the Sherwood Forest. Navigate through a maze of trees and carve out your foothold in the earth. In the heart of the woods, use the tamed wildlife to explore the deep forest. Take advantage of the many animals hiding in the shadows. This sounds awful if I'm being 100% honest with you. A lot of these maps are just like dog shit. They just suck, you know. Hindustanis. I'm gonna have to. But yeah, I was saying like I feel like. Oh. Um. No, interesting. Yep. Um. I feel like I'm still shadow banned, even though apparently I'm not. You know, it's really annoying. Like you would think that with 6,000 people, at least like at least like 5 to 700 of them would see my shit. But I still like every now and again I break like 500. The reason I give a fuck now is because it's like, well, I have a limited amount of time that I'm actually able to make money on Twitter. So I'm kind of testing out to see if I can make something work. And it's like there's certain things where it's like I know that was a good post. I know that was something that a lot of people would have liked. Why like it's just weird, you know. It really just goes to show that a lot of social media is just luck, you know. It's just luck. There isn't that much talent, if you will, that goes into social media. It all oh fuck. It all comes down to like did I just happen to post this at the right time or this or that or whatever, you know. I'll go there. Yeah, there's a lot of hunt here. That's nice to know. I think instead of leading all the well, I don't know. I might lead the deer. I might not. Whoa, oh shit. A hunting wolf. That's interesting. That's interesting. I'll say that much. Oh, so he doesn't. Are you kidding me? Are, are you are you fucking kidding me? So this wolf doesn't. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Why would the wolf be able to carry? Why would the wolf be able to carry? Dude, I'm gonna fail again. I guarantee you. I'm just gonna get fucked up. I'm either gonna get early rushed or I'm gonna be like, how do you even play this map? What's going on, Schizo 2 Drippy? How you doing, man? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to send them there just to get this one alone. I also just realized I'm in the wrong ones. I haven't been seeing your stuff. Looking at what happened? Huh? Oh, I haven't been seeing your stuff. Looking at your page now. I appreciate that. Whoa, WH. But yeah, it's like not every tweet's gonna be a banger. In fact, most won't, especially not mine. But like, there's situations where it's like, nah, I know that was a good tweet. I know that was something people would be fans of, you know? Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nah, whatever, bro. Fucking, let's go here and here, and then you can eat shit. Damn, bro. I'm fucking up in the game right now. It's this new map. I don't know how to play it, so I'm like, oh, what should I do? Where should I put these? Where should I put these so that they'll protect me? And even then, I put them in a shitty spot. I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna have to use that stone instead of that stone because if I do get raided, I don't want to have to run around my shit to get back. Oh, fucking. All right. Okay. I don't even know what the hell. I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. This is going to be a loss. This is most certainly going to be a loss. What you gonna do? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, get your ass over there. 4. Alright. I'm hoping that this guy just sucks more at this map than I do. I'm hoping this guy knows what he's doing even less than I do. You know, these maps must be brand new because I haven't seen them. You know, oh, wait a second. Dude, I just switched these thinking they were the wrong way. They're not. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm doing a bad job, guys. I ain't doing so hot. Oh no. I gotta go over there. Yeah, I don't see any boars around. Where's my knight? Not my knight, my scout. Yeah, this is such a how do you even like how is one even supposed to like how do you do anything on this map? Like I'm supposed to apparently I'm supposed to wall this map, I would guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. All right. Oh boy. This is ridiculous. So I'm about to get rushed. I guarantee you I'm about to get rushed. So what I should do is go 1 and then maybe I can fucking wall something. I don't know what. Who is oh yeah, I ain't worried about that. Yeah, this is just not gonna be good for me at all. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, uh-oh. 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 Yeah, so he's got, at the very least, he's got those bad Larrys, so I gotta be prepared for that. What? What's going on? Did he get... you bastard. You got fucking killed. Ah, well. What you gonna do? Send these here. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Doing a great job here, guys. I'm doing a great job. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. That's gonna come in handy. That's really gonna come in handy. Ooh, yeah, no. I have to use so much wood on mills. Because there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to, like... I mean, I could lure that thing back. I could lure that thing back. Actually, you know what? I could use that hunting wolf to lure that back. So I'm not in the worst shape that I could be in. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 hey. So we got 1, we got 2, bang, bang, bang. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to see what happens if I use that hunting wolf to try and lure this thing back, you know, to here. Alright. What am I getting hit with? Oh, I ain't worried about that. Oh, damn it. Fuck. So you know what? I'd rather just set this up. You see, here it goes. Told you guys it was not going to be good. Suppose I should see if I can't use this to do something to them. Come on. You see, that's the thing that sucks the most about this, is that there isn't really much I can do. He's just gonna go over to this side. He's just gonna go over to this side and do the same thing, and it's like, what can I even do, you know? If anything, he's gonna have an easier time because he can hit my gold storage. My gold storage. Fuck. You see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? And then for some reason I don't have any fucking wood. Well, it's not for some reason. It's because I used all my wood on these things, you know? Not great. Not great. Definitely not great. Yep, there he goes. Okay. Well. I mean, yeah, that's definitely not what I want, but, you know. Yeah, so we'll go here. Go there. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lose this one, too. It's pretty obvious, but I'm trying to get better at digging deep and not just being like, oh no, my attack didn't work. I guess it's all over. I better quit. You know, even though this is just like frustrating and stupid. Again, like Archer Rush in Feudal is just like, all right, go fuck yourself. You know, I thought we were here to play the game. Whatever, though. What do I need? Wood. No, fuck it. Gonna send these guys here, though. Alright. Yeah, fucking right. Let me guess, he's gonna switch to horse now, isn't he? He's gonna switch to fucking horses, I bet. No, no. Yeah, whatever. I'd rather get in. I'd rather get more games in. I'd rather get more games in than be like trying to fucking. I'd rather get more games in than try to fucking. You know. Uh. Two. All right, so I better get a like what's my elo now? Oh, really? I'm fucking below 1,000. And it's because of what? Because like that's the shit that I'm talking about. Is like my elo is below 1,000 because I forgot to pick my Civ on Arena, and then I got a new fucking map that it's like, how do you even fucking play this, dude? And of course, like that, and that's why I think that that's why I think it's bullshit to early rush like that. That's why I think that shouldn't be like allowed, you know. Or it's not that it shouldn't be allowed necessarily. Obviously, they put those units in the game to be able to use at that point, but it should be severely nerfed. You know, it should be like extremely nerfed is what it should be. Because like this guy's yeah, it was Sherwood Forest, right? This is obviously meant to be played a certain way. It's a certain map with a certain meta that's supposed to be used. And these guys are able to have success on these maps just utilizing general strats of no, you're gonna early rush with archers is what you're gonna do. It's like nah. I think that cheapens the game. You know, it's just like what I was. It's just like what I'm talking about with like literally. There's so many parallels between this and MMA and any other kind of competition. Like there's always going to be rules in that competition, or there's going to be features in that competition that people are going to like deconstruct, and they're going to try and utilize it down to whatever the most whatever the most refined method is. And sometimes the most refined method is bullshit. It just takes away anything and everything that you're trying to do with the game in the first place, including the devs. So it's like, well, you should probably nerf feudal age archers then. You should like there's no reason why 3 archers versus 3 skirms and one of the skirms should be dying. That shouldn't be a thing, you know? I don't think archers should be able to shoot through that shit as easily as they do, you know? It's just like with like a really good example of something that's been going on lately is sorry, I want to lock into this one. I want to fucking lock into this one, but there we go. Anyway, a great example of what's been going on with that kind of thing lately is what's been happening with MMA. There's people out there who really want to act like Hamzat Chimaev put on a championship performance. That was not a championship performance. He was scared. Hamzat Chimaev only laid on top of Dricus du Plessis like that because he was scared of doing anything other than just holding him down. And for good reason. Because you saw in the ending points of the fight where Dricus was able to actually get free and he was able to make fucking Chimaev pay for it, you know? And then when Chimaev was stupid enough to try and strike with him, you saw du Plessis get the better of him every single time, you know? So instead of the better man winning, instead of the better fighter winning, what you have is a situation where it's turned into a fucking mockery. That was a mockery of a fight. And the only way Chimaev was able to win was via rules lawyering. Is literally that's the word for it. Is rules law? Actually, I don't know. I don't know if rules lawyering is the correct word for it exactly, but it's a word that I feel does a very good job of describing what it's like dealing with someone who's like literally that was his whole game plan. He lied and said he didn't have a game plan. He was like, I just went in there and did whatever. It's like, no. You and your team, 100%. They 110% game planned that. It was put him in the crucifix and hold him down otherwise. That's all it was, you know? Um, it's bullshit, you know? There's nerds who sit there and they ruin things because their obsession with winning things that they don't deserve to win puts them in spots where they think it's okay to make a mockery of what you're doing, you know? And like in that case, I feel that that's a mockery of like what AoE is supposed to be, right? Or in a more substantial example, MMA. You're making a mockery of what MMA is supposed to be when you're going to take somebody down and just lay on top of them, you know? And if there's one thing I can't stand, it like I understand the Muslims. The Muslims are going to be Muslims. They're going to be fucking freak, weirdo, annoying people who should just like they shouldn't have been given internet. You know, Muslims should not have been given internet, right? But like fucking what I can't stand is the black belts. I follow a couple of black belts. I regularly interact with a couple of different black belts, and not just black belts, but like grappling dudes in general. And seeing grappling Twitter trying to, seeing grappling Twitter trying to pretend like that was anything other than a fucking just like sad excuse of a fist fight. It's just like, holy fuck, man. Like that is disgusting, you know? You guys know that it doesn't take anything to put somebody in a crucifix. You guys know that the only impressive thing about Chimaev holding Drekus down, throwing the butt knees for 25 minutes was that it's a little bit tough to hold somebody down sometimes. You know, it can be tough to have your weight on somebody at all times because that in and of itself is tiring, you know? That's the most impressive feat of that entire thing, of that entire fight, was that, actually, truthfully, if I'm being fair, the most impressive feat of the whole fight was his takedowns. The most impressive feat of that whole fight was his takedowns. If there's one thing Chimaev has, and he might be the best at it that I've ever seen, is takedowns. He is incredibly good at chaining together wrestling. Khabib was not that good. If you know what you're looking at, you know that Khabib Nurmagomedov was actually not that good at taking people down. Whenever he shot in on anybody in the middle of the octagon, he would get sprawled on, and a lot of the time he would get stuffed. He would not be able to finish the takedown. Hamzat blows right through people. Fucking, it's crazy to see. It's crazy, it's impressive, and like, that was like so cool to see. And then to see him ruin that performance by laying on top of him was just like, that fucking sucked, you know? But like, other than the takedowns, what I was saying, the most impressive piece, I guess you could say, of that fight was maybe his gas tank. Other than that, it's like, no, there's nothing special. Whoa. There was nothing special about what he was doing on that level, you know? And like, those of you that grapple, you might understand, you might not, you might, like, you should understand, honestly, you know, but apparently not, because I see a lot of black belts, including high level guys, who are like, oh, dude, that was the most dominant performance I've ever seen. It was so impressive. Wow. You know, there's some, again, Reddit Jiu-Jitsu strikes again. Like, yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? Here. But like, if you don't know grappling, if you don't understand grappling, it's like you may not, like, if you don't understand grappling, you're gonna look at that and you're just gonna be like, that's boring. If you do understand grappling and you're not being a fucking idiot because you have some weird dog in the fight, damn, I'm fucking up in the game right now. Quite literally. If you don't have some weird dog in the fight, right, trying to prove that jiu-jitsu is like the best or whatever, you know that there was nothing technically impressive about what he did, right? But I'm already bungling this point. This guy's ahead of me in score, and I'm already 0-2 on the night. So, you know, fucking, I've been up and down in this game. I've been up and down. I'll win like 2 or 3, and then I'll lose 2 or 3. You know, what is AoE supposed to be? In my opinion, AoE, and I have hold on. in my opinion, AoE, and I have a feeling what the creators of AoE intended it to be, was a game where you build a civilization, or not civilization, but you know what I mean by that. You build a village, you build a city, you build a whatever, and then you send soldiers to fight each other. And whoever uses their army the best, whoever uses their army the best, whoever has the best troop makeup, whoever has, the best strategy, insofar as, like, okay, there's two armies and they're going to be sent towards each other, like, whose micro is better, you know? Whoever was better at the game overall for what it was supposed to be would be the winner, rightfully so. But that's not what a lot of these situations are. A lot of the time it's just like who has memorized, who can move faster, and who has memorized come on, there we go. Oh damn. Who has memorized their sorry, I'm trying to figure this out here. We'll go there too. All right. Anyway, a lot of the time it's become who has memorized. Oh wow, geez, okay. Damn, that's pretty crazy. I didn't know I had that much. What is going on here? Dude, really? That's the bottleneck right now. Anyway, like, whoever was better at the game as it was meant to be played, right, would win. Whoever was actually better at, like, commanding an army. Not just like, okay, so I have 3 people on wood, that gives me an extra 4 people that I can put on stone, and then in feudal age I'm gonna build a castle, not a castle. I'm gonna build a whatever. I'm gonna build a tower right out in front of their base. You know, I do it now too, but I feel like a bitch when I do it. I don't like that I do it, but it's one of those things where it's like, well, what else are you gonna do? You know, I'm tired of losing to people that do that. So whenever I can, whenever I can, I castle drop. Not because I want to, because I have to, you know? Like this guy right here, he's got 1,400 right now. He's probably got something that he's getting ready to do. He's probably going to try and castle drop me or something like that. Much like the other guy did in the first one. You see, I guarantee you we're about to see a castle get built somewhere around here, you know? He'll probably literally walk in a straight line and go here, or maybe he'll go here, you know? Habib and Hamzat are Chernobyl mutants. Yeah, fucking Hamzat is the only one of them that I actually like Hamzat is the, well, actually no, Islam Makashev is actually really impressive too, but like in terms of like who I actually think deserves the accolades, Hamzat's takedowns are some of the best that I've seen in mixed martial arts. Hands down, easy, like no question, you know. Islam Makashev, he actually takes some tough fights here and there. And because of that, I think he deserves the praise that he gets, you know. But like when it comes to Habib, even like Hamzat as like, you know, even Hamzat as like again, his last fight, you know. I think shitty fights deserve to be called out. That's the thing, you know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna build here. Although the Jurchens make me nervous, because I don't really know how to play the Jurchens yet. Jurchens. Yeah. So here, and then I'm gonna build this here, and then I'm gonna go there, and then. So I have a feeling he's probably really trying to get those relics. If he does, then I'm going to absolutely positively have to boom like a motherfucker. I'm going to have to boom like I've never boomed before. And even then, like, I got a weird feeling. I got a feeling the losing streak is going to continue. You know, I'm on Nah, fucking bullshit. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. He really wants those. So you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with him. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Whatever, bro. Whoa, 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 hey. So what I'm gonna do is try and get this guy to chase me in there, and that way... Alright, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You know what? I'm gonna say fuck it. Dude, are you kidding me? Again? You see? Mm-hmm. Come on. Yeah, so I just need a boom. I just need to focus on booming. Fuck anything and everything else. I'm gonna put this down. That there. Alright, we're going there, we're going there. I want to see if I can sneak these guys over there. If I can sneak them over there, I'll start making infantry. And I'll try my best to raid him in some form. So if he's Jerchins, I gotta make sure I have plenty of pikemen specifically. These guys, like, the Celts don't get great pikemen, is the thing that kind of sucks about that. Whoa, where is this guy going? How was your eco? It's fine. Take them. Just have a couple of them built up. Gonna have to build houses. What else I'm gonna do too? I'm gonna build some houses down here. Oh, jeez. I need that double bit axe for sure. See, again, I'm playing kind of experimental right now because what I'm trying to get better at is just booming. Yeah, what I'm trying to get better at is booming. gonna see what I can do. I don't think it's gonna work out the way I want it to, but I don't know. Suppose we'll have to wait and see. You know, I'm keeping pace with them, even though I'm behind. I just really need to get as much. You see, like, I don't wanna boom at the expense of I don't wanna boom at the expense of, like, get the fuck out of here. Maybe. Yeah, and if I have that much wood, I'm gonna go ahead. Take some off wood. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Oh, oh, fuck, those rocket cards, yeah. Damn. Is this guy gonna be a bitch about it, too? Is he gonna be like, haha, I'm winning, so let's talk some shit? Like, I'll say some heinous shit in this game, I'll be honest with you, but, like, I would never, like, beat somebody who's just minding his own business and be like, you know? Just a genuinely, like, oh, just like a fucked up community sometimes. Yeah. Whatever. I'm gonna fuck. Oh, no. I'm just gonna mute this guy because he's, again, like, he's being annoying. I've gotten into the habit of whenever someone talks, I'm just like, whatever, fuck it. I'm just gonna mute this guy. Yeah. So I mean, that's my issue, is that I don't boom as intelligently as I could yet, because, like, I'm still I gotta update the thing here. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, that's really annoying, but whatever. Fucking what was I gonna fucking say? Yeah, like I've got to get better at booming. So because of that, like, when I'm in a situation where I could rush and I might be able to actually do something, because the thing is, like, those I don't know what they're actually called, but those horses that have the long spears and shit like that the Jurchens get, like, they're not that powerful, you know? Like, it took 2 of them multiple swings to kill one of my Vills, you know? So I could have still loaded up a ram and sent him, and, excuse me, I may have been able to win that, but when I saw that he got to Castle Age before me, and I saw that he was really trying to pick up all those relics and shit like that, which the relics are the difference maker in that case. He that's what made the difference. I was just like, oh no, I should go right to trying to boom, you know? And I was just about ready to go to Imperial, but he got to Imperial way before I did, you know? Way before before I was even ready to get to Imperial. So it was like, okay, well, you know, what you gonna do? Yeah. I just want one win before we before we call it. You know, I'll do like 2 more matches. I think I have time for that. But I got better shit to do than to play a game that's, like, just getting on my nerves, you know? Fucking. And again, like, it's not even the game itself that's getting on my nerves, you know? It's like fucking I tend to carry the losses with me for a second, where it's just like, oh, that was fucking bullshit. Like, why didn't I pick my Civ? Damn it, you know. So I'm just like, oh, damn it, you know. Taylor's the same way. Like, I can tell when Taylor's getting annoyed with us when we're playing like an online game, or even just like a 2v2 of a 4v4 among friends and stuff like that. I can tell when he's like, "Oh my god, are you fucking serious? You haven't made more you haven't made more vills yet." I can tell when he's thinking that, you know, because you can just hear the change in the tone, you can hear the change in his voice and shit like that, you know. Oh, just sitting here waiting. You know, I should experiment with other build orders too and shit like that. I've been playing this build order, like literally just this build order ever since I learned it, you know. And there would be, but that's the thing, is like, again, like, I don't want to be sweaty about the game, you know. Like, I would literally rather just not do that well than be sweaty, because even when I'm sweaty about the game, I'm only gonna be 1,000 elo max. I'm only gonna be a maximum of 1,000 elo. What in the dude? What in the fuck? Dude. This is making me angry. It's because like, I'm not locking in. I'm talking to you guys and doing it at the same time. I don't. If I'm just not gonna talk, I'd rather not be like. I'd rather not be streaming. I'd rather just be playing the game. I'd have one earbud in with music, you know, and I'd just be vibing. But right now, I'm like, oh, dude, you see, even this, like, what the fuck, dude? Um, I'd just be vibing, but like, I'm on stream, so I'm like, oh fuck, no, I gotta talk about something. You know, people aren't even talking in the chat. There's probably like 2 people here maximum, you know. This is part of the reason why I don't do that many AoE streams anymore, is because like I don't wanna go 0-3 because I'm like, my attention's divided, you know? Because I'm like, oh man, like, I gotta talk to these guys though. I can't just fucking sit here silently, you know? Because that's why I didn't pick my Civ in the first one, is that, like, I was talking to you guys about whatever, you know? So it's your fault. It's your fault, is what I'm saying. No, obviously it's not your guy's fault, you know? There'll be some fucking asshole who runs to 4chan or something like that, like, Scott's blaming us for, you know? It's like, no, I'm blaming myself for not paying attention. Oh, fuck. Ah, fuck. There we go. 3. Yeah, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Oh, no, wait, actually. I'm gonna go here. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna lock in. Fuck it. You know, you're either here or you're not. You're either gonna stick around or you're not. Whatever. I'm locking in. I'm gonna see if I can get this win, and then if I can get one more, then it's like, alright, well, it's not a complete waste of a night.
Bittier. Kid.
Forgerätt.
Bittier. Oh.
Erlov.
Oh. Kjart.
Hmm.
Kid. Ho.
Valgara.
Kia. Rabogge. Selgre.
Arlev. Rabwigga.
Forgerätt.
Kia. Rabwigga.
Kid. Rabogge. Erlov.
Rabwigga. Rabwigga. Bonnet.
I'm a little behind now because I didn't send these guys there in time. I forgot to time their you know, to take them to build this and then go after these things. Yeah, I'm gonna win that fight.
Forgerätt. Kia. Selgre.
More.
Fjedike. Kid. Fjedike. Bid 4. Kia. Forgerätt. Fjedike.
I'll probably plant it somewhere around here so that the arrow's circumference, the range, um, will I don't think it was circumference. I think it was radius. So that the radius will protect this so that I can use these guys to take some of this. You know, it's not the best place to put a castle, but it's not terrible. Should have enough for a castle by that time too. I got 8 guys. That's 80 stone every time every time all of them go there. That's plus 80 stone. I'll have enough by the time that happens.
Erlov.
Nienige.
Forgerätt.
All right. Fucking. All right. So you know what? Instead, I will go here,
Rabwigga.
and I'm gonna hope and pray that it works out. Gonna hope and pray I don't walk, dude. This fucking. You see?
Ho. Ho. Ho.
We're in villager combat now.
Kia.
What the?
Kid.
Oh, no.
Erlov. Rabogge.
Arlev. Rabwigga.
Kia.
Valgara. Rabwigga. Nienige. Kia. Rabuga. Rabuga.
Fargere. Rabogge. Bid 4. Kia. Kjart.
Fargere. Erlav. Kid. Bid 4. Toe. Bid 4. Jakt. Kid. Fargere. Bid 4. Toe. Dan kat. Kid. Kogo. Kogo. Fargere. Erlav. Toe.
I actually have the best chance of winning this game right now, Scratch Coast. You know, this guy put his castle in a bad spot, actually.
Kogo. Dan kat.
Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Erlav.
Alright. Oh, bastard.
Fargere. Kogo.
I'm gonna have to sacrifice some of them. Gonna have to hope and pray. Yes, perfect. Whoa, 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 hey, dude, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? No, no, now it's like, hey, just fucking go for it.
Dan kat. Erlav.
Boy, is this fucking stupid. Alright. I do appreciate you being here, though, Scratch Coast. Thank you. Let's see here. All right, so we're not going to be able to go. We're not going to be able to go 3-3 because what the fuck. We're not going to be able to go 3-3 or 4-3 or anything like that. But we have time to see if we can go 2-3 on the night. Let's check this guy's shit out. Yeah, so he had a very similar situation on his hands that I was going for with mine. You know, the difference is I placed my castle here. He placed his castle halfway into my range. That just means that these guys now have cover. You know, I forget what he gets as the whatever the hell he is. What was he? Yeah. I literally forget who these guys are, you know, but regardless, like it just put me in a position where like I was able to take that castle out easy. You know, he shouldn't have bothered trying to build it there. He wasn't going to beat me, you know. He should have built it like several tiles back, you know. Anyway, yeah, let's see what that dude was playing. Hindustanis with their Gulan. Their Gulan. Alright, well, we got Arena again, so that's good, I suppose. Vietnamese. They can be a bit of a pain in the ass sometimes, but nothing I don't think I can handle necessarily.
Работа.
Работе.
Like I said, I'm gonna lock in, so pardon me if I'm just like sitting here saying nothing, you know?
Kid. Valgara. Работа. Kia. Arlev. Kid. Valgara. Cat. Работа. 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 Theatica. Kid. Arlev. Работа. Theatica. Arlev. Kid.
Работе. Кедика.
Valgara.
Erlov.
Theatica. Kia.
Kia. Работе.
Valgara. Oh.
Folgere. Selgere. Erlov. To. Selgere.
Kid. Selgara.
Kid.
Arlev. Bitthea.
Oh, there he is.
Valgara. Kia. Kid. To. Selgara.
Erlov. Selgere.
Arlev.
What's going on, Spawn Gold?
Valgara. Selgara.
Kind of locked in right now.
Selgere.
Yeah, I'm down by 2. It's because I had a couple of made a couple of rough decisions and things like that. Wait a second. What am I doing? Here. So I'm trying to see if I can't get at least one more win back before I call it quits. You know, I do got to get out of here like pretty soon after this one. I'm not saying it's like, oh, game over, time to go, but you know, oh, all right. I am what's it called?
Tidiga.
You have to be up early tomorrow.
Tidiga. Forgare. Raboge. Raboge. Raboge.
Valgara. Rabuga. Kid. Arlen. Kia Selgara. Valgara. Selgara. Rabuga.
Kid. Raboge. Selgare. Raboge.
No, wait.
Kia. Oh.
Kia. Kart.
Oh man, not a big fan of that.
Selgare.
Arlen. Selgara. Valgara. Rabuga.
Erlov. Raboge.
Kid. Selgara. 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 Valgara. Arlen.
Forgare.
Fuck. Oh,
Kia.
Bunage.
dumbass, lazy villagers. Must have had the fish tank set up or something like that.
Kia.
Kiadga. Kid. Nianaga.
Come on. Yes. All right. We can now go up.
Nianaga.
So I might have to make sure that I'm aggressive with these guys because they have archers, and I mean the rattan archers they have aren't the greatest archers in the game, but I mean like because you know like they have bonuses to their archers, so they can go to they can go up to crossbowmen, and you know those guys will do some fucking damage, you know.
Kid.
Two? I don't know. I might not have the stone. What's this guy gonna get stuck back there now? Alright, you dummy, get your ass out there. Yeah, I might not have the stone to make it by that time. I might not, you know. And if I don't, I'm gonna have it real quick after. You know, so that's the good news on that one. Go there and then back to there. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna have the stone.
Kia.
Nianaga.
Yep. There we go.
Nienige, bid dir. Kia, Rabuga, Nienige.
See, this is especially good for me that I got there so early compared to him. Even if I can't get all the way out there, what's going to happen is I'm either going to go right up to here, or I'm going to basically just plant a castle wherever the hell like I can when he's when he is when he hits castle, you know? Even if it's like here, it's like, all right, well, whatever, I at least can, protect that and be close enough to that. Oh, all right. Ah, fucking son of a bitch. Whatever, I suppose I'll just, see it. Where the hell is this idiot?
Kia, toe. Erlov, toe. Kjart. Toe. Bid fear.
I don't want to say that it's in the bag because it's not yet, but it's definitely not a good sign that he is... It's definitely not a good sign that he has not, that he has not hit castle yet. A good sign for him, that is.
Forget. Toe. Toe. Kjart.
See, instead of putting it right up here, because I was almost afraid that he might get smart and he might be able to see, like sometimes dudes will get real smart and they'll break a hole in their own wall and they'll send troops out and they'll take out your builders, you know? That's a really good idea. That's a really good way.
Toe. Bid fear. Toe. Forget. Toe. Erlov. Bid fear. Toe. Bid. Dunkat. Kogo. Kogo.
Oh shit, he's in damn. Yeah, I gotta get a move on then. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, what are you doing? You know what? It's better for me to send these boys in there. Then I'm going to build a castle right in here when I get the opportunity. If I even get the opportunity. He might just give up by that time. You never know. See, that's what I was afraid of, was that he might get those crossbowmen. Those guys are, those guys are pretty good against my, whatever it's called. But, I mean, it's, at this point, it's almost a foregone conclusion, you know? I'm about to fucking castle drop him right in here. Like I said, not actually a big fan of being able to do that, you know? Feels kind of dirty, if I'm being honest with you. But, you know, it's just like, what else are you gonna do, you know? See, that way he doesn't have access to any of his farms. I could have put it even deeper and maybe cut off some of that gold, but, you know, I'll take this gold vein right now. You know, I got... Forget about it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for Halloween this year. I know it's really I know it's you see now that victory feels secured. I'm like, no, I can talk. I can talk about whatever. It's all good, you know. Anyway, Yeah, that one.
Jävla vapen. Kid.
You know, every August I get excited for Halloween, and then I'm like all Halloweened out by September.
Margaret. Kid.
Oh man.
Jävla. Kogo.
Yeah.
Kogo.
Yeah, I don't even know why this guy was gonna try and keep going. Fucking anyway. Uh yeah, I mean this guy has a positive win-loss ratio too. That's the funny thing. So what am I at now? I'm still not quite back at 1,000, but you know what? I would play another, but I got to get to bed on the sooner side. I'm gonna chill for another 5 minutes, and then you know I'll get out of here. But um, oh excuse me. Yeah, like I gotta figure out what I'm gonna stream for Halloween this year. I also have to figure out other streams that I can do as well. Um, right here. All right. Anyway, yeah. So if you have any idea for any of those streams at all, whether it's Halloween or whether it's just like any streams in general, you know, definitely feel free to let me know what you would suggest. You know, because I am all ears in terms of that. You know, like I said, I'm trying to put a little more effort into these streams. I'm trying to collab with people. I'm trying to set up another couple of streams where I can collab with people. Um, and you know, just have a good time. Like that's why I do this in the first place, is to just have a good time with it. You know, like the view count is kind of irrelevant to me, but it's not 100% irrelevant. I'd like to see the view count go up rather than down, but you know, fucking um what's the way you do that? Well, you have fun, engaging content, and that's what I'm trying to get into the swing of things again for. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for not tomorrow. Well, almost tomorrow. It's 11:15 p.m. in 45 minutes. It's gonna be you know what I mean. Friday's stream. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for Friday's stream. I have a couple of ideas. I'm going to decide on that tomorrow. And then yeah, I mean, we'll see. I just gotta see who's interested in doing what is really what I gotta do. If you can't tell, I'm kind of at a loss here. Content creation is kind of a muscle in some ways, and it's almost like I've forgotten how to do shit. Like I remember because it hit me. Like I used to do cooking streams. I used to do deep dive streams. I used to do like Jeopardy. I used to do um what's it called? Oh yeah, the dating challenge, the e girl or e boy dating challenge and stuff like that. I used to do stuff like that, you know, and it was fun. I had a good time with it. You know, I just gotta brainstorm again, remember what I used to do, and just get back into the swing of things. You know, Arthur Morgan's corpse, get drunk and fight the wife for your next stream. I think I'd rather be sober when I do that. I'd rather be stone cold sober when I fight the wife. That's the best way to do it. You know, that way you remember everything. You remember everything. Um, you can savor it. You know. But yeah, so I will. I will. I'll keep putting in thought. All right. I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in today. All right. I am gonna head out. All right. And yeah. Till next time. Peace out.